This is Joey Riggle from Biblical Prophecies. I apologize that I wasn't able to make videos lately because I just finished my finals in high school. I'm now going to a community college and I'm proud of that. I'm sorry to say this, but I really didn't feel comfortable doing Revelation chapter 12 because that video requires a lot of research, but I would like to do it in the future, so I'm going to try to do some research and hopefully it can come soon. I'm going to be answering two questions people often have about Judas Iscariot. The first question will be, does Acts chapter 1 verse 18 and Matthew chapter 27 verse 5 contradict each other? And the second question is Judas going to be in heaven or hell? Does Acts chapter 1 verse 18 and Matthew chapter 27 verses 5 contradict each other? The answer is no, and I'm about to explain why. But first, let's take a look at the two passages. Acts chapter 1 verse 18 states, "Now this man purchased a field with the wages of iniquity, and falling headlong, he burst open in the middle, and all his entrails gushed out." Matthew chapter 27 verse 5 states, "Then he threw down the pieces of silver in the temple and departed and went and hanged himself." I'm going to make a quick comment here that in Matthew chapter 27 verse 7, it says that the money was used for the exact same thing as in Acts chapter 1 verse 18. It states, "And they consulted together and bought with them the potter's field to bury strangers in." Now first, you gotta keep in mind Matthew was a tax collector. Matthew chapter 9 verse 9 states, "As Jesus passed on from there, he saw a man named Matthew sitting at the tax office, and he said to him, 'Follow me.' So he arose and followed him." And Luke, who wrote the Acts of the Apostles, was a physician. Colossians chapter 4 verse 14 states, "Luke, the beloved physician in Demas, greet you." Because Luke was a physician, he described more of the details of the hanging than Matthew did. Matthew just said what happened to Judas, but Luke described what actually happened during Judas's hanging. Now I know what you're all thinking. You're probably thinking, how can a hanging be gruesome? When you get hung, your body just hangs with no blood or organs coming from the outside. Well, I'll explain it to you right now. Well, keep in mind it was probably hot during Jesus' passion, so Judas's body was hanging in the hot sun, and the bacteria inside his body would be actively digesting his tissues and cells. The pressure of the bacterial metabolism causes the fluid to come out of the tissues and cells and into the body cavities. This caused Judas's body to become bloated. Judas's body was similar to an overinflated balloon that was about ready to pop. When Judas fell to the ground, which was most likely either due to the branch or the rope breaking itself, the skin broke, and then all his internal organs spilled out. Basically saying there is no contradiction. It's just two descriptions of Judas's death told by two different people. Is Judas going to be going to heaven or hell? We do not know the answer. Only God knows that answer because he is God. However, if Judas does go to hell, he isn't in hell at the moment. He won't be in hell until after the judgment. 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 7 states, "But the heavens and the earth, which are now preserved by the same word, are reserved for fire until the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men." Thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click the thumbs up, subscribe, and click the bell icon so you don't miss any of my new uploads. God bless.